let's talk about stress. Not the stress that you get from studying English because it sucks and has no rules, but the stress that will help you to pronounce words correctly so that you can be understood. So what is stress? Stress is when we say a sound, a syllable, or a word more strongly or loudly so that we pronounce the word correctly. When a sound is stressed incorrectly in a word, it can change the meaning of the word and your communication will not make sense. In many languages, accents and different symbols are used to help us to know where to place the stress in a word. But in English, we do not have any symbols that will help us. But there are a few rules that can help us to know where to place the stress in a word. First, let's take a look at what happens when you place the stress on different sounds in words that have the same sounds. Let's start with the sounds d and zert. If we stress the first sound, desert, this refers to a desert, a dry and barren place. If we stress the second sound, dessert, we are talking about a sweet treat. All right, does that make sense? Let's move on with these rules. Okay, rule number 1, words with 2 or more syllables. Generally, this means sometimes, but not always, the first sound is stressed in words with 2 or more syllables. Let's take a look at some of these words. Apple, mother, teacher. Now there are some words that are stressed on the second sound, like around or behind. We have to learn these words by exposure, by listening to other people speak, watching movies and TV shows, and talking to native speakers. Rule number 2, reflexive pronouns. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, ourselves. These are all reflexive pronouns, and the second sound is always stressed with reflexive pronouns. That's an easy one. Rule number 3, noun-verb homographs. Homographs are words that are written the same way but have different stresses within these words which give them different meanings. Nouns, person, place, or thing always stress the first sound. Verbs, actions, always stress the second sound. Let's try a few. The noun, conflict. Verb, conflict. The noun, object. Verb, object. Noun, increase. Verb, increase. Last rule for today is words that start with the prefix re. The prefix re can mean to do again. When the prefix re means again, the re is always stressed. Redo, resume, remake. But when the re does not mean again, then the second sound is stressed. Remark, remind, redeem. All right, I know this was a tricky one, but I think you guys can definitely learn them. And good luck with this. Bye-bye.